Second, are you done? The way this thing is, hold on 1 second.
Perfect. Alright. I was talking to my editor, just a bit, and they were asking why this version of the song. The Heartless album I've listened to during the whole pandemic. Every song, in my personal opinion, is all killer, no filler, and it's amazing. But then when you decide to like down tune it and you just slow everything down, especially if you have the when you slow down what the fuck is it called? And I love that song. Alone? I think it's called Alone. Wait, is it called Alone? I'm fucking retarded. 1 second. Because I want to get this idea out. I want to get this idea in there. But if you listen to. Um, um, and I'm a Weekend fan. And I'm a Weekend fucking fan. I should know this. I should know this weekend. Okay. Alright. And blinding lights. Why are you top albums? After that's the way it's after hours. It's after hours. Anyways, so in after hours, when you slow that, when you like chop and screw it, and you get to the last bit of when you get to the last bit of that song, and you hear fucking Weekend just fucking crying in the song after hours, that's why I hold a special place. That album holds a special place in my heart and stuff. But anyways, I hope everyone's doing fantastic. Uh, so today, this week has been crazy. A lot of people died, but never on your bigger call would you see a massacre happen on YouTube. And what massacre is that? Well, Becky Boop, Becky Boop got gnomed. What do I mean by that? First of all, this is why I think Becky. If you were watching my latest video, you would see that Becky got played by Keem, by Mike, by everyone. Um, and she got this.
No, I'm not a goblin.
Oh fuck! God damn it! 1 second. Why is it not connected? 1 second. This always happens. Come on. Connect you. 1 second. My headphones are not connecting, and it's very annoying me. What fucking mean can I connect? 1 second. There you go. Come on. Connect, you fucking. There you go. This.
I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed. I'm not a gnolf. I'm not a goblin. I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed.
This woman got fucking gnomed by. Yeah, and it's crazy. Now look. Becky, first of all, Becky goes on and this woman decides that she's gonna play along, get her head shaven, and I don't give a flying you know what that it was staged or it was part of a script. The simple fact that you're willing to shave your beautiful hair for content and you have to wear a wig, that's a shame. Becky out here like looking like Sinead O'Connor. She's out here looking like Ripley minus the aliens. That's how bad it was. And like, and the thing is that before the revelation that she got gnomed by Keem and Mike, she was on cloud nine. She thought she pulled the robbery of a century. She thought she had all her ducks in a row. And even with that, I'm like, don't do it until you don't know, in life. You don't know. Never assume a victory until it is total and definite. You can only call a victory when when you are standing over the body and they have no moves left. You really out here telling Becky, really out here thinking that, oh, you know, I'm fine. I won. Mike and I are whatever. And it's like, and then when you realize that it was never going to happen, and that she showed up, she figured she was going to get a locale spot. She figured she was going to be in the locale universe because she thought that Mike was 50-50 partners with high creative control over everything. Like she was hitching her wagon to fucking Mike and hit in a way hitching her right to Keem. Like, women, you had your own thing in the four corners of the universe. You had a lemonade stand. You were doing good business with a lemonade stand. People were rocking with you. People liked you. But for some stupid fucking reason, in the fucking retardations of your mind, you want to decide to go ahead, get paid $2,500 to go back and fuck out over everyone? Are you retarded? And by the way, this has nothing to do with me championing Keem and Local Live. This is a simple fucking common sense mathematics. You, Becky, had something going. You were like, fuck, you just said fuck the noise and you should have just focused on what you're doing and just allow yourself time to grow. But she wanted to take goddamn shortcuts and she wanted to take advantage of Mike giving her the opportunity to worm her way back in. What is the whole fucking point of this? And again, I know, Huggy, this could be a thing. This could be a thing. I don't give a fuck. At some point, storyline or real life, why are you going to make yourself look like a bumbling buffoon? She's out here fucking. She lost everything and she's trying to cope, saying, I got paid $2,500 for half an hour or whatever. Bitch, that's not worth. That's an equal exchange, stupid. Yeah, you got $2,500, but what if no one believes in your product again? What makes people want to be watching your show? Or they just watching you until you come up with another harebrained scheme to go back to the mothership, Becky? Like dog. You should not put yourself in these positions where then you're doing a fucking, oh guys, I need to take care of my mental health. They're pushing my buttons and they're making me want to, go do something I would regret. The thing is, you know this game already, my dear. You know this could have been a thing. Are you really fucking telling me, Becky, that you didn't see 15? You didn't see at least a step ahead? You really think that if, let's just say, fucking Mike was legitimately trying to fuck over Keem, you don't think that Keem is gonna figure out a fucking way to fuck you over? Like, what is this? Like, I don't understand. And you could have made something of yourself, but you didn't. You proved everyone right that all you wanted to do was be back on Daddy's keen dick. You, it showed that you needed him. Why the fuck do you need fucking Cafe's a time slot? Why did you need anyone else's goddamn time slot? Be on the same level as your competition. You think I give a fuck about AWT? I don't know if it still exists. You think I give a fuck about Burns channels? You think I give a fuck about Wall Smashers or whatnot? It's fun to go on these shows, but at the ending of the day, I need to believe in my product. I need to believe in my streams. I need to believe in my content. With however the other side deems it to be, I need to believe in myself. I'm not going to allow myself to give up on a stream that I did by myself, sometimes with a co-host, sometimes with not. It's my IP. It is my show. My streams are my show. My people are my people. Okay? In order for me, I need to, and I be honest. I'll be honest with my with the people, with the viewers, haters alike. That there were times where I want to roll in the mud and just talk my shit and just have fun, but then come back. I will admit to that. But I don't need anyone. I don't. But Becky showed that she needs fucking local live, that she needs that audience. Because you don't do this shit if you don't believe in yourself. A YouTube short is still going up. Fucking cowards, man. Cowards do coward stuff. Willingly. Yeah, and look, the thing is that I understand mental health is a very taboo thing. In Initially, it's a very taboo thing to say that you're going through a mental health thing, because God fucking forbid you go out and you fucking say, "I'm going through a rough time." The natural response idiots will say is, "Oh, but you're suicide baiting," which is the most retarded thing ever. Because again, humans are not built on absolutes. Common sense will tell you you shouldn't really say, "I'm going through a hard time," because by you saying it, people will think that, and people will not believe you going through a hard time. Your ride or dies will believe in that, but by you pointing it out there, it makes you, it gives people ammunition to fuck with you. With that being said, again, Becky's been in this game for a long time. I've known Becky when she was a fucking news aggregate. When this fucking bitch decided to, you know, go and show her big boobies out and just talk about the random news like she Philip DeFranco. I remember those days. I remember those days when Becky was trying to contend with that one Japanese uh language content creator. I forgot her fucking name, but she had big boobs too. Like as Becky was trying to do the big boob game too, and it was working for her, right? the thing is, Becky, you need to ask yourself this. I really want you to, and you may, and Becky may be out here thinking, "Oh, Huggy, this lowly creator don't know what the fuck he's talking about." Becky, unlike everyone else that wants to shit on you, demoralize you, and whatnot, and I kind of did that too. But I'm going to give you the Huggy piece of advice thing. If you are ever going to be expected to win in any level, in any size or whatnot, you need to trust that your content, your charisma, your personality is it's more than just uh dramatically crying, yelling, trying to throwing people under the bus. You need to say to yourself, you need to think to yourself, am I more than just a fucking gimmick? Am I more than just boobs on a body? Am I more than just being a hysterical drama queen? You have to ask yourself these questions. And if you could think to yourself and be like, oh, well, maybe I ain't better than that, then you know what? Then you could pick yourself back up and you could do it again. You could come back and you could just do the show. You can mind your business. You could kill all the noise. Just put everything in the soundproof room. Take a deep damn breath and just do the content. Because I don't want to see you go, Becky. I want to see you. I want to see you as great. I want to see you at your best. I really want to see if you were really built for this life, or did you just get lucky because because you have drama in your brain and tits on your body? Can you do this? And at some point, Savage, Roxy may come back and they may help you again. It's going to take time. When you break someone else's trust, then you're going.
Yeah, thank you for the sub. This robbery. Oh, what's possible?
Why, thank you, RBF. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the 10th spot. It will go to a good thing. Actually, I am kind of sort of trying. I'm doing the stream also because I'm getting the rust up. I wanted to see, because I wanted to see if I could get supercharge up. It's a little thing of mine. Even if I don't, I don't. But it's a good start. Thank you so much, RBF. You're a blessing. Just remember, you don't have to go through Steam. You don't have to go through Streamlabs. Remember, since I got monetized, you could do super chats. So super chats, if you're worried about your identity, if you're worried about anything, you could just do super chats, and it'll be a safe thing for you. Blessings be upon RBF. What? Also, just a quick thing. It's a mini little donation drive. I'm trying to. I want to also try to raise money because I'm gonna play this game with a friend of mine. I want to try to play this game. Play with. I want to try to play with a friend of mine. But things have been a little bit hectic, so well, like I said, any donations, any super chats, any memberships will be great. Not needed, but it's a goal. Anyways, back to our regular schedule programs. But the thing is, the thing is that you you have to ask yourself those questions, and if you can answer those questions, and if you can get better with yourself, then that's great. That's fantastic. That's great. God bless. Whatever. Now, now, another thing I wanted to talk about is Giddy. Oh my God, Giddy, the fucking Giddy, just when you mix alcohol and fucking anger, you're gonna get some really bad stuff coming out of that mouth. Like I have posted the censored version of Gidry screaming obscenities, screaming a racial epithet, and I just need to understand something. Like I understand if you are all about fucking being racist behind doors, if you feel that fucking Confederacy in your heart and in your blood, I could understand that. I don't understand why, but I could understand that's the way things are. Not excusing it, but whatever. What I don't understand is then why would you be such a fucking retard knowing that you're live on stream, that you have a channel, you know that if you say these words, you're going to fuck everything up. That if God forbid someone, oh I don't know, a little bit of a bear in the woods decides to get the content and catch you, it's a black guy on the company. You're stupid, Giddy. Like I like the color of your jib. I think you're wonderful, but you being stupid and by you drinking obsessively well, like obscene amount of alcohol. You got mad. You said some shit, fucked up shit, and then you kind of had to make people edit the stuff out because you're so fucking stupid. Also, it doesn't help that Tina's tit was floppy all over. Like if anyone uh had the displeasure of seeing Tina's boobs, God help you. It, I don't know how you not know that your tit is out. I'm so confused at this. The whole thing with this universe is that this universe is one big concept of the boy that cries wolf. Because people in their minds think this is all fake. At some point, there's going to be a thing where something really bad happens and people are going to play off like, oh, that's not real. Oh, Boogie smack, for example. Oh, Boogie fucking kicked the dog. Oh, come on, that's part of the script. I see that he wouldn't really do that. Oh, that. Oh, fucking Micah overdrank and now he's throwing up. He's speaking of blood. Oh, whatever. Like, people are just gonna think that this is really part of the script, and at some point, maybe things do fucking happen. Nothing, guys. I Nothing would surprise me in that locale universe if fucking Boogie goes on and he decides to be on his one of his suicidal rants where he hates his life and he just makes this public on the stream and he makes threats of doing it. People, I wouldn't be surprised if people think, oh no, that he's not really about that life. He could Bud Dwyer. He could do the Bud Dwyer. Okay, he could prepare a Bud Dwyer, and people will think because people assume that this is all fake, that the gun is fake or the instrument is fake. Like these things about the fucking but it being all scripted has fucked everything up. Heck, it's gotten to a point for me that I don't even know if Boogie is truly, truly depressed. There is a small bit of there's a part of me that thought that him being so down on himself, by him being such a piece, by him being so destroyed as a human being because of all the things he's went through in life. I figured it was all an act, especially when he teamed up with Keem. I think the only time that I actually believe Boogie was legitimately fucked as an individual, and it was not scripted, was during his interview or during his whole thing with Frank Castle. I because Lord, when that stream they did with him, where it was Ethan Ralph, Andy, Frank Castle, and Boogie. Well, Frank was not leaving him the fuck alone. Every bullshit, nonsensical thing, Frank did not let him out that corner. He just bullied the fuck out of him. And I'm talking about the interview. I'm not condoning what Frank did at the fucking house. I'm not. Not one fucking bit. But on the stream online, he bullied the fuck out of him. He was not. He was like no selling his trauma. He was no selling the fact that he got abused, and whatever the case is. You saw, I think, for the first time, the real Boogie. You saw a Boogie that was pressed. Because Frank has no reason to fucking play along with Boogie to fucking, you know, have him help him make money. The simple fact that Boogie didn't shoot Frank in the face when I think in Arkansas there's a stand your ground law. I could be totally wrong about that. But like the fact that he shot in the air, it was a fucking breaking the law. He went to jail. He had to pay a fine. He was like close to being broke. What's the closest thing you saw to real Boogie? Now this Boogie, I have no idea. It's a crapshoot. Nothing in my mind with Local Live tells me that anyone besides Keem it's really acting the way they want to act. I do not believe it. Like this whole thing with like this whole thing with Boogie faking cancer. No one gave a fuck about that in Local Live. No one just be like, oh, I can't stand by this. This is rare huntable. The fucking fact that there were content creators and friends of content creators like that had dealt with cancer even worse, and they just allow Boogie to be like, oh, we like you, Boogie. You're just so funny. You lied about having a cancer. Who cares? Like, okay, fine. Fucking, you have, and then Wings decides to bulldoze fucking Kelly when he tried to fight Team, which at this point, ladies and gentlemen, and this is a really grand concept. But this universe could be the boy that cries wolf, and it's entertaining. It is entertaining as all hell. Do not get me wrong. It is entertaining. It's just that what I worry about is when something really bad happens. I don't know if the audience is smart enough to understand the difference between reality and the show. That's the thing I wonder about. That I worry about on the grand stage of it all. Because more, like I said, Becky left that. Becky left that. Becky left all of that, and she still played along in the King's hands. Becky was free of everything, and she's still getting her ass kicked. Like a friend of the show, Reality, aka Shaggy Melons, or It's on Becky's ass. Just being like doing the I told you so with her, with Becky. And it's like, at some point, don't you want to win, Becky? I really want you to ask yourself that. I really do. Because if you do, then show it. Show that you are. Show that you are. Or if you really believe you are better than your competition, show it. Don't do the same gimmick. Don't be a gimmick. Be you. Like research on things that you're passionate about. Tell like maybe show something that like be passionate about something. You don't need to be fucking documenting every little bullshit that's happening on the other side. Like, what the fuck is this? You are your own person. They don't watch. There's better treatment. Oh, I don't find anything. I really watch what got buggy. Transactional transcranial magnetic stimulation. I don't. They get too many user right. There's no line. They don't wait. They didn't wait for Kate behind the camera charges to be dropped. Did he get the charges dropped? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes, he did. It's just like I said. Like I said, that whole at this point, it just like getting tiresome. Um, and I really hope that 911 call wasn't fabricated or wasn't wherever. Like, I really hope for that sake it doesn't get it. They don't get that desperate to do. I hope they don't get that desperate for content to where there's a mock fucking police call where like I really hope that's not the case. I really hope that's not the case because that would look really bad on folks. Wait, what's this? Pity. It cracks me up. People want the fake from Keen when there are some wild ass cows out here he can wrangle. I don't know. Look, Akeem had made mention that there are people chomping at the bit to want and they want to be a part of the show, and I'm like, okay, what happened? I thought the whole point was locale live. Why don't you get the Shanties, the Latitis, the King Cobras, the what other people do we have? Hell, I would take in Eric that used to work for Locale Nerds. I would do that too. Like I do. Like Cal does a better job at fucking doing cow wrangling than a show called Locale Live. Like, mind you, this show, this universe was supposed to be about locales, and then it just became a point where it just it just became a podcast. Like Keen just bullies his co-host into doing stupid stuff, and they just play for the camera. Like I think they were interviewing some locales. I think King Cobra was one of them. But like, I would do like you could find locales. And hell, if you could get Chris Chan to come on local live, that would break the internet. If you could get Chris Chan to come online, and you could have someone that knows the lore of Chris Chan like the back of their hand, then you have yourself a show. You would get a 2 million view stream or 2,000. No, I think if they were prominent locales, you would get the audience instead of having just 2,000 and whatnot. That's what it used to be, and it just I don't know. And the thing is that I'm watching it, I'm studying it, and like I think there has to be someone that is on the level of team and book because those are the only two important people in the primary show. The third one they have, it doesn't matter. Rostov is like Rostov was way too nice, and Rostov got berated by Boogie during the sleep streams and whatnot. You have the new person named CD-ROM who is interesting. I hope and wish him the best. But you need someone that is just as intense. Like I said, Giddy is fucking better. Could be better at that job than fucking than Rostov or CD-ROM. Like again, who am I at the ending of the day? I'm just a bear with a shot glass full of whiskey and just chilling and vibing. What do I know about, you know, housing multi-million dollar ideas? All I just could suggest is find better people to do this with. 1 second. Hey-ya! I'm feeling frisky. 1 second. You're a friend with. When you have, by the way, it's very lovely that your editor goes on and decides to bully you in the DMs. I love it. 1 second. Yeah, look, I will do this. Booyah. Hiya. This is my green room, baby. Hell yeah. That'd be good. Just want to do that. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. I've done it. 1 second. I need to get this live. Heck yeah. Input. No, I need this to be this. It has to be that. Cool. Perfect. Cal, my dear Cal, I see what you're writing in the GC. It's fine. You're fine. Rose, like I said, who needs friends who needs enemies when you got wonderful people roasting you on your song choices? It's fantastic. Um, but yeah, like I said, it's just I wish Becky nothing but love and success. What the fuck was that?
Hey, Huggy. How you doing?
You stink. Hi.
Nah, you know I'm your favorite. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Anyway, what's up? How are you doing tonight?
I'm fine. Let me raise you up. Okay. I know you don't watch Locale and stuff, but what is your overall opinion on Becky falling apart?
I mean, like, what do you mean my overall opinion? I think it's kind of silly. I think it's all staged, probably. And if she is having a hard time, she probably should take a break because, well, I mean, she didn't have to shave her head. Nobody held a gun to her head, did they? And even then, like, you still don't have to do it. That's technically a crime. So, for the
It's
record.
technically, it's technically a crime. You said,
Yeah, technically to hold a gun to somebody's head to make them do something, but I think it's all staged as usual because for some reason Keem can't like make a show with the cows that he can't control, but he can make I don't know, it's just whatever. But Becky, the hair grows back. The hair grows back, darling. It's fine. It'll be fine. Wear wigs. Wigs are fantastic. Even after you grow your hair out some, keep wearing wigs. And then you don't have to do anything to your actual hair. It's totally cool. But like of all the things, I don't know. I haven't seen it personally because I don't do Locale Live because, well, it's fucking stupid. I already
you
know
don't,
how it
sup-
works and I'm
you
not a
don't
fan.
support
You
me,
know
Cal?
this.
You don't watch my content? I'm hurt.
I watch your content. Are you Lolcow Live? Because last time I
No.
checked, this was the Huggy show. This wasn't the Keem show, Keem Star show or whatever.
Oh,
Like,
God.
I don't. I think I might be in the wrong place. Maybe I should leave. Because if Keem is associated with this, I don't want to be associated with it.
I
I'm
don't
good.
like it. You know what?
I got
Let's,
you.
but I get, but okay. Can I ask you an overall opinion? What is your opinion
Go
on
for it.
what's your opinion on people going on YouTube and doing a video saying, "Hey guys, I'm really sad. I need to take a break,"
I have
and
seen
then
way worse.
and then alluding to the
Like,
fact that you might have suicidal ideation. Like, do you think that's a good look?
well,
Do you think that's a healthy
how about
look? Do you think
this? How about I put it this way? I've seen people on a live stream push another person or try to push another person to suicide, and that was Null in King Cobra, and he about ate a shotgun because of Null. So that wasn't on Lolcow Live, by the way, for the record. So I think Becky is just kind of overreacting, and I think all of this is a bit of overreaction because again, I mean, whatever. It's fine to go online and say, "Hey, I need a break. I am not handling things well." That's totally fine. But like, if it's over the shaved head thing, I'm pretty sure Becky's gone through worse, and there's other things that she could have taken a break over.
well,
So I think it's
basically,
staged. I don't think it's real. I'm not really worried about it, honestly,
well,
personally,
she
because I'm
got
sure she'll
mad.
show up.
She got mad because she sold out her family. Well, she sold her friends. She sold out her community for $2,500. And
I mean, did
King,
she? Like,
yeah,
ooh,
she
we got
my
Foodie Beauty out here trying to apparently use a child with Down syndrome as a shill for her to take donations as
oh,
some kind
what
of
the fuck?
cover, like she's, I guess, supposedly trying to get this money to this child. I guess I don't know, but she's taking the donations for herself as usual. Like
Right.
that's the thing. I mean, it just what are we talking about here? Like, are we talking about somebody who's a little bit sad that signed on to a show that fucking sucks? Because I'd take a break too, for the record. And I'd let people know. In fact, I'd quit the show. I'd quit Lolcow Live if I was a Lolcow. But, they don't make the smartest decisions, obviously. But I think that
Wow.
taking a break is a pretty smart, is a smart decision because we're all human at the end of the day, right?
I mean, you're right. You're right. It's just that Becky had, you know, got embarrassed by Keem. Then her community turned on her. And then she's like, Keem and them are pushing me to suicide. And I need to
Well,
go.
you know what Becky could have said about Keem? She could have literally said he's a tiny dick gnome, and everybody would have laughed about it, and so many people would have taken her side over Keem anyway, because a lot of people actually hate Keem. She just needs to realize how many people hate Keem. I'm just, for the record. But no, she should take a break. She should probably just quit the show. I mean, as ridiculous as it is, whatever, no biggie. It's not like a big deal. Again, I almost saw King Cobra. I almost saw Joshy Poo eat a fucking shotgun while Null, naked and laughing, Queen Cobra, was fucking filming. Okay, she was pushing this man to the brink. Okay. That is a crazy bitch. All right. That's somebody who probably should be offline. You know what I mean? But Becky is probably going to be back before too long. I mean, it's not a big deal to shave your head, even as a woman. I mean, I know it feels kind of personal. I know that it does make women feel sensitive because most of the time that's how our attractiveness is perceived, is by like the length of our hair and other things. But like, Becky, honey, you're not really losing much anyway. You didn't have much to start with. Wigs are fine. She'll live. She'll be fine. And if she's really done with Keemstar, she can say fuck that and go get maybe a real job that she doesn't get degraded publicly, over. But again, it's not really my circus, so I don't know exactly what to tell her on that. It's going to be up to her at the end of the day. And I'm pretty sure she's going to stick around.
Listen, it's not just circus yet you have even a bigger circus on your hands. Like,
dude, okay, I don't even have a circus. I have the literal insane asylum over here, so I can't even. But
every single time we have like okay, full disclosure, Cal is one of my cohorts. And every single time I have a story to tell, every single time I have a story to tell to Cal, she's like, "No, Huggy, sweetie, no. This is what I've been dealing with for the past week." And she tells me, and I'm like, "Oh, really? That's dangerous. Why are you doing this to yourself?" And I'm like, so you, Cal, you just have a mess. And if you ever
I do really.
If you ever get to do a show where you outline everything about these locales, I would be shocked.
I probably wouldn't do it live, honestly. If I do anything to cover them, I'd rather do it, edited content, because I'd like to be thorough, and as accurate as possible. But when it comes to it, if I do a stream, I probably will be having some streams come up here in the near future, maybe. We'll see. But I'm working on mostly recorded, edited content. And I'm waiting I need to check in on Latitty. I need to see what's going on there. Pretty sure that she's probably got another trial date coming up. After Lord the last one. So once I can check in with that, I'll know what's going on there. But Nall is still on the loose. Then, like I said, you got Foodie Beauty, you got Shanny for Christ, all kinds of shit going on. Von Helton is currently living with J-Dubs inside of his car, and they are headed to or in Pennsylvania by now. Like, I'm not sure.
Here's the thing, though. Who is J-Dubs, and who? Can you give a little bit of lore thing, if you don't mind?
I'll be honest with you. This is a little bit. This is quite a bit before my time. The J-Dubs thing. Okay. Allegedly, I think, if I can remember correctly, he is like a Jewish man that hates like himself to an extent. I'm not really that caught up on J-Dubs. I probably know a little bit more about Von Helton. Like, for example, he lost custody of his kids like up to 11 times and still does not have custody of his kids. He's fucking said all kinds of whacked out shit, fucked up shit, racist, whatever. He's been abusive, but even those two, they're one of the, I guess, OGs of lolcows, but there's so many of those. That's the thing with the lolcow verse, is that there's a lot out there, because you've got the ones that are up and coming, but then you've got the ones that have been around since YouTube started. And I don't know that Von Helton was necessarily has been around that long, but it's been pretty long. So it's been over a decade. Same with some of these other ones, just like Foodie Beauty. Of course, Nall didn't really take off until she got with King Cobra, and that's when she really started, making an entrance into the scene. So, but don't worry, I'll when I come to that, I'll give you all the info I can. All I know is that apparently Von Helton did shout me out in a more recent live stream, and I wasn't there for that, and fuck him. No offense. Well, all the offense, I don't give a fuck, because it's Von Helton. He gets everything he deserves. Sorry, my dude. But all that aside, I had a different purpose showing up there. Because, again, there's other cows in the space. They're just smaller. That's kind of what I've been dealing with lately, because they've been more entertaining. Because they've been more reckless. So, but I'm waiting on the titty. I'm trying to keep an ear out for now. She's I thought she had a boyfriend, but no, she's still trying to get back to Casper, Wyoming. So she's still stuck on Joshy Poo.
Wyoming is a state?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, but Von Helton also, he did leave his mother on the floor for 4 hours while she died. Like, he was very negligent over his mother, his elderly mother, yeah. Yep. He let an elderly lady pretty much just die on the floor, and that was his own mom. It wasn't even just a stranger or anything. That was actually his mother. So, there's a lot. Yeah, these cows, man, they really just don't give any fucks, apparently, about anybody but themselves. So it's typically the easiest way to find them. But all in all, one day, it's pretty bad. One day, though,
What the fuck is
I'm
this
sure I can have
shit?
more info for you. But I've got the side piece of Cyrax that I want to document further, because she's everywhere, apparently, and has been kind of like getting buddy with some people that I don't think would appreciate it, knowing that she sent pictures of her children to a known internet pedophile. So with that being said, I'm going to make all kinds of fun of that bitch. Let's go. But she is definitely a cow as well. And you'll get to learn more about that one. The Von Helton stuff, like I said, I'll let you know at some point. But Letity is definitely the one I'm trying to keep an eye on right now, because I want to know what's going to happen to her.
Few things. Number one, I don't believe Wyoming exists. Wyoming is it's too good to be true. That's number one. Number two, what the fuck is going on? And it's like you just have, you know what you have. I can tell you exactly what you have. I could put this in space terms.
I have a network, is what I have.
No.
I have a network that's linked into all these crazy places, and I'm learning about all this shit. But
let me get philosophical with you, dear. I have what's called the observable universe. I see things I can see the planet. I can see the solar system. I can see the Andromeda. I can see it. I can see it visually, right? What you have, Cal, is you have deep, dark space. Like, you have the shit that light hasn't entered yet, so we have no idea what creatures are behind it. For all
God.
we know,
Demogorgons.
Even
a bunch of Demogorgons.
It could be that. It could be the Elder Gods. It could be fucking whatever the case is. Hell, if you want to,
I have found the worst of the worst just by accident.
Yes.
Not even one I did kind of come across on accident and seek out more info on, but then the rest just kind of fell into my lap. It is a very dark space over here. And Keem, I fucking can't stand him. I can't. And that show, whatever. You guys have fun, if that's your thing. But I'll be honest with you. If you're looking for some real juicy shit, trust me. The real cows are still on the loose. Keem doesn't have them.
Look, for me, look, I'll be very transparent with you. I would actually give you a contract to be part of my network. See, Becky...
stop, because I don't even have a contract now. You don't even pay me now. What are you talking about, a contract?
I'll give you.
Plus, I'm also on other shows. I can't I've got my own shit too, so I will show up when I can. You just gotta know how to get a hold of me.
Shut up! I'm putting you over. Shut up. Listen, Becky. This is how you build a community. This is how you build. If you want to build a network, you have to get people that are either more crazy or more talented or smarter or all three put together. This one is all three. The fact that this one has a fucking Pandora's box of evil that she's documenting. Oh, what the, like, bro? It's easy.
I mean, some of these evil assholes have no fucking idea, and they like me still for some reason because I'm not like an apparent forward, asshole or anything. I'm just there, and I document, and I make my criticisms wherever, But I know they're not going to listen to the criticisms, otherwise they wouldn't be lolcows anymore. That's kind of the point, right? So I am documenting just so that way I can maybe like piece together some cool bit pieces on like, of psychological nature, I suppose, regarding how this shit happens.
All of a sudden, Cal, you telling me Mindhunter from Netflix? The fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
Well, you do know that I went to like college for psychology, right? Like that is kind of one of my things. But this is really fascinating on the ground level, like watching how this shit actually starts and where it ends up. It is really fascinating, especially because some of this shit is completely like, I guess almost anybody could fall under this category for some sort of community. Like some people would call you a lolcow even if you're not a lolcow because to them you are. You know what I mean? But you're a niche one to them. So you're not really a lolcow. If anything, it's just people that are like just desperately trying to cope with something. But no, lolcows are very fascinating, at least on the psychological level, because they have absolutely no self-awareness. They do not listen at all to any advice, but then they somehow still absorb it, but still manage to pretend like it was their idea to start with. It's crazy. Like sometimes, not all of them, but some of them. So yeah, I really would love to document that kind of stuff.
Like an idiot savant narcissist, in a way.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the majority of them, I would say. Absolutely. They know everything, but still know nothing somehow. They are seeking that stardom because they feel they deserve it when they do not. What they do to achieve that attention that they get is usually horrific, and like things that they say or do, usually horrific, or just really just stupid, like completely like mind-blowingly stupid. Because, well, I'll be honest with you, out of all the lolcows, even given the genuine criticisms out there for, like, for example, King Cobra, he's really not even the worst of them. I mean, he's pretty bad, but like he's gross and he said stuff and whatever. But let's be honest, he's not even the worst. Like he's just very autistic, and unfortunately, he just spends too much time online with it, right? And he's too open about it. And yeah, he says fucked up shit too. But again, Null, God, she'll sit there. And she'll call her live chat, all the chatters in her live chat slurs for hours just because that's where she's getting her rocks off. She's calling people the N-word and everything, Now, so like between the two of those, for example, like I would be more friendly towards like King Cobra versus maybe Null, because Null is just like, oh my God, she's a monster.
I have a question for you.
What's that?
And I'm not trying to I'm not trying to argue with you. This is a very general question.
No, it's okay. You always argue with me anyway. That's fine.
Yes. But I do not want you to fucking leave. Okay. So this is a very general question. Like I was saying this week or last week technically that famous people have died, right?
Oh God, why are you asking? Of course you're going to ask me about that.
No. I'm talking about in general. in general. I'm not talking about anything specific. God help you. In general. Do you think that it is possible to separate the artist from their real life transgressions. Like for example, R. Kelly.
Okay.
Is it possible for
No,
you to?
not R. Kelly. Not R. Kelly. I already know where you're going with this too, because I'm going to go ahead and mention that even Ian Watkins of the Lost Prophets did extremely disgusting, horrific shit. And he too was a celebrity up until that happened. And then he became notorious because of the horrific shit he did. So, yeah, no, there's a limit on that when it comes down to it. I think
Wait, I don't know who that person
you
is
can
that
make a
said it.
mistake. No. I think you can make a mistake and not have it completely ruin your career. But I
Okay.
think that if you make a series of, repeated mistakes that are all very similar, then that's a sign that there's something wrong there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And especially if those mistakes are criminal, maybe you just shouldn't. But if those mistakes also involve like just being hateful towards people or like excusing your children for their horrible, horrible behaviors that have actually like caused real world harm to somebody's family, maybe I'm not so sad that you're gone, just for the record. However, Ozzy is not the one I'm talking about. And I'm not going to go any further, but Ozzy, bless. I'm sorry that he's passed. I know that he had a rough one too, but like all rockers, I know how rock stars work, okay? And for the most part, he was loved. And I watched both Josh and Jessica, King Cobra and Null. I watched them both mourn the passing of Ozzy, and I felt it. I felt it deep down, I felt that heartbreak. So, but outside of that, as far as anything else, we don't need to go there. It's fine. But I think that there is a limit. And yes, you can in some cases, but in others, no. You can't separate the artist from their horrible shit that they've done.
See, look at that. We were going to argue. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that, buddy.
I mean, we can always argue off of stream, and we don't even have to argue at all. We can just have different opinions. But,
Yeah.
you know me.
No,
I'm
actually,
an opinionated
no,
southern
I will
southern
say
woman.
this. I will say this. After our talk in that, like 2 days ago, whatever, there were more videos about it, right? And then I got to a point where I'm like, okay, I could see that real life overshadows the work really fucking bad. And I'm like, oh, well,
Oh,
I
it
can
can.
see,
Yeah.
I can see what
depending.
Cal was talking about. Like, okay, that's totally fair. That's totally fair about that. And by the yeah, so
Yes.
but like I said, excuse me, I believe in general like even locals are could be bad people. Is it possible that it could be redeemed? I don't know. Is
Therapy and
Christian
medication.
is
Maybe.
Christian redeemable? I like if it wasn't for
What?
him, how
Who?
Christian?
Oh, Chris Chan. I mean, as far as I've heard, technically, yeah, because those charges were dropped. So the state of Virginia did not go forward. And so therefore there was no like crime. So I guess if we're going by the same fucking logic as Keemstar goes by, then I guess Chris Chan is absolved of whatever fucking alleged wrongdoings, whatever, I
To be
guess.
to be
Until Kid
fair,
Behind a Camera's like dealt with, I guess, on Lolcow Live, then I guess Chris Chan's allowed to exist too. You know what I mean? Because
to
we have
be
no real proof either way.
to
I mean, we
be
just don't.
to be fair, I thought Chris was like a a really depressing character. Like I felt really bad for him up until the comics happened. I don't know how deep of the lore you are with Christian, but
Look, you don't have to read that shit, and I just don't usually, because you know what? Again, I have come across some of the most degenerate shit, like out here on the internet. Like, I'm not gonna even worry about it or bother with it, not
Oh no,
unless there's like,
I'm just trying to make a
a
point.
reason. But well,
I'm
I
just
mean, right now they're all anthropomorphic,
anthropomorphic.
characters that were already sort of invented, but then not. I don't know. As long as he doesn't go on a fucking mass shooting spree like that one guy, I think we'll be okay. I think Chris Chan's pretty harmless for the most part. That one guy though, what was his name again? I'll have to get that one for you. But he's gone. He's not with us anymore, which I guess is for the best. But he did try to kill his coworkers, or he did kill his coworkers because he thought he was going to become a Danny Phantom character in the next life. So good luck for you there, buddy. I hope it worked out.
Way.
No way. Yeah, I'm fucking serious. And then we got another fucking whatever. Anyway, like I said, there's a lot of degeneracy out there. There's a lot of other more fearsome or scarier people, I guess, or more people to be concerned about that exist on the internet. So Chris Chan, yeah, people laugh at Chris Chan because, well, I guess in part, I think a lot of it has to do with this like underlying, like, you know, issue with Chris being trans or whatever. I've noticed that's a recurring theme for some of these cows. Like that's like a prerequisite for some, I guess. It's weird. But outside of that, like I can ignore Chris Chan. Chris Chan doesn't come into like is never in my world ever and hasn't done anything, especially as of late, that's been noteworthy to even really discuss as far as I'm aware, but I can check on that. I'll double check. Like I can look into it, but last time I checked, it's just not even worth looking into. So, like I said, there's the more harmless little cows, and then there are the actual horror cows. And I guess that's where I'm at this point, is I'm in horror cow territory. So, and that's where it gets really, really gross and really dark. So, but they do still have their funny moments. So there's at least a little bit of light in that darkness. Just saying. And I was hoping to be able to, I guess, bring that narrative to the internet without as much of the darkness, but I do have to touch on it because with like Letity, for example, she set her child's crib on fucking fire when one of her kids were a baby. And luckily that baby was not in the fucking crib when it happened, but thank God that the father of that child was also around, because that is the reason why that baby did not get burned up that day, in my opinion. But also the remarks about the dogs, and her. Oh no, I can't even bring it here. Okay, but let's just say there's more darkness there that I would have to touch on. But she's done and said some funny shit before. I mean, sort of. I'm working on her towel stream that got taken down by YouTube. Obviously, I have to heavily edit it because her titties are almost falling out of the towel. That's what makes it so funny. But still, don't worry. Stuff in the works. I'll let you know.
The fuck you mean don't worry about it? The fuck are you like, bro? Like you are on some high level satanic shit. I'm afraid.
Hey! I'm not
What?
satanic. I don't even believe in Satan. So there. As far as this shit is concerned, it's very unfortunately just I don't even know what to call it. Just they're demogorgons. There you go. Just a bunch of demogorgons.
You have someone
like Null would say.
You have someone that almost burned her fucking kid in a crib.
No kidding. I mean, I don't have her. She technically was had before me, but I am keeping an eye on that one because everybody else is pretty busy. So, but yeah, she's a pretty bad one. I have a picture of her apparently with some tissues shoved in her twat, but that wasn't me. That was somebody else, and that was also her fault. She apparently was doing a live stream that I was watching, and she lifted her leg, and she had her twat just stuffed with tissue. Like, that's hilarious to me. She had a fucking prison tampon going on there, and she even said it's because she was leaky.
No.
It was so bad.
No.
Oh, but yeah.
Why?
I don't know why. It happens, and it's fucking horrible. And I've seen this shit, and I'm trying to spare everyone else, but my God, that was still some hilarious fucking shit.
You need to spare me.
I could definitely traumatize you right now if you really, really want me to. I have that shit on standby, but you cannot put it up on this stream. You cannot, okay? Like, because you will get this stream taken down for it. So but I will share that with you later. I don't know why you want to see it, but.
I don't want to see nothing. You just don't. You say you like me. But
I got a picture. I've even got a picture of the last stream she did that she got to do that got taken down before she got taken down, as in like period, by the cops and everything, because she was put on a suspension, so she couldn't even live stream. So instead, she ended up at a hospital, and she wouldn't leave. There was no reason for her to be there. She wouldn't leave. She'd already been there earlier in the day, and they had cleared her or whatever. So there's body cam footage on YouTube, of course, of the Letitia arrest, the last one.
I have an idea for you. I have an idea for you.
And what's that?
I have an idea for you, and you can thank me later for it. You should do a video where you give all the horror accounts stats, right? Like durability, whatever, and then you play the game called Who Would Survive the Purge.
Oh, I'm already actually trying to figure out a way to do like an ultimate elimination thing for because right now I really think that it's Letitia and Null that's at the top, honestly, for that one. Like those are going to be the last two contenders in my opinion.
Yeah,
because those are the two most savage. Honestly, at the end of the day.
But my idea, but here's the thing, though. If the rules is just them in the blood sports. Okay, fine, but what my idea
No, I mean, like, we'll do the full elimination thing, because there's, like you said, there are others. Like, I'd probably pair, like, Jupiter the Hybrid up with Anaconda Sins, just because of how close they are and their particular interests and shit. And, well, the way they talk. Oh, by the way, Jupiter the Hybrid, for the record, he mass murdered his family by setting them all on fire. And when I say his family, that was his wife and children. They were all stuffed animals, for the record. But Anaconda Sins got famous for giving out her Minecraft server code on a very, very big broadcast like a really long time ago, back in the old YouTube days, I believe. She got to appear, I guess, at a function, an event where the creators of Minecraft were holding a seminar. I guess it was probably one of the cons. I've got to go back and look again, but because I wasn't prepared. But yeah, that's how she originally got famous, and now she's on TikTok, or she had been on TikTok talking about how much she fantasized about having sex with animals. So there you go. There you go, right there. Those two, I think, would be great competitors. And I don't. It's not me. It's not me. It's them. I'm just a fucking innocent bystander, and at this point I just feel like I need to document this shit. I'm a documentarian now. Okay, I'm working on it. I've got way too much footage on the backlogs that I've got to go through. Okay,
you're gonna be like you're gonna do like a 2-hour documentary on these fucking horror accounts.
Well, yeah,
and I'm warning you, and I'm fucking warning you.
I think they deserve some updates.
Sorry.
I think they deserve a little bit of updating, because some of the other documentaries about some of the horror cows are kind of old. So I'd like to, make a more updated version. Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea, especially because some of them are still like amok, just running around, causing all sorts of chaos, I guess, or at least still being somewhat entertaining at this point. But yeah, I'll be more than happy to fill you in if you're done with, well, whenever you're bored enough with this lol cow live shit. No offense, well, all the offense to Keem, but no offense to Becky. I don't even really know her, so, but again, she can wear her wigs and she'll be fine.
Listen, I would love if I ever do a stream, if you were ever free, just be like, oh yeah, I got tea for you. I'm like, you got tea for me? What happened this time around? What happened at the zoo? And then you can tell me about fucking paper being stuffed up, or fucking people's arms getting chopped up. Like, literally, you are like a millimeter away from going into the dark side of the internet. Like,
it gets darker beyond that. At least the horror cows are like somewhat manageable, I guess. There's other stuff on YouTube that I'm more scared of at this point, I guess, but it's not fun, not really all the time. Like, some of the stuff is very upsetting and kind of triggering, but then I just step away for a little bit, obviously.
I mean,
give myself
at least
a little bit
you're
of
not
time to
looking
process it.
at cartel stuff. God forbid
God,
you.
no, I could not. Like, I mean, I love my horror movies, but I can't actually handle like real stuff like that. No, I can't. I'm still a little too sensitive to shit like that. But it's fine. It's whatever. I just, like I said, there's worse stuff out there that's hiding
There is
under different
literally worse stuff
languages,
out there.
even. Yeah, like under Cyrillic, under what was the other ones? I want to say probably Portuguese and probably Korean or Arabic, one of those. Like any particular language
Oh,
that requires extra like symbols or has a text that's very different. There's like apparently really dark shit hidden out there under that kind of stuff. So please don't go looking for it. If you see it, like report it, but you know, like seriously, there's
that's
some sick people out there. The horror
yes.
cows at least are still like that's about as far as I can go with it. And then
Kia
beyond that, I'm good.
Kia says that's not on YouTube. I know that's not on YouTube, Kia. I'm just
Oh
sending you
no,
this.
that's some of that stuff is on YouTube, but I'm not gonna go
You
looking
really
for it,
have
and
to
I'm
look
not
for
gonna
it.
share it.
But
And
it's live.
I
It's
have
yeah,
tested
like
this before. Like I've tested this
live
thinking,
leaks is like whatever. Yeah, like I said.
well, yeah, Live Leaks is its own website, but that's the thing is that
But
on YouTube specifically, though, people will upload that shit to YouTube under different because of how the AI bots or whatever that comb through the videos work. Apparently, they're not as on top of those particular
now
videos, like with under those languages for some reason. But they're working
there
on it, I guess.
there is one particular test subject that I and many of us in the community look forward to you talking about. Um,
Oh God, which one?
let's just say it just has to do with a court case and stuff.
Oh, is it the thing? Oh my God, is it our cult, the little cult thing that we have a little joke about in private?
I
Is
am
that what we're
waiting.
talking about?
I am waiting for the day where all no fucks are given. You call me on Discord and be like, I want to go off, and the
Well,
floor is
I'm waiting
yours.
for it, but I'm waiting till that particular individual has actually like been served finally, and then maybe I'll go ahead and start covering it a bit, because you know what I have to say about that already, or
Oh,
that particular individual.
oh,
I've even
Cal.
told them what I have to say about them, and they don't like it, and they think I'm just some crazy lady. But that's the thing is that you know, they're
Well,
trying to make me seem crazy.
here,
So if you guys see
here,
me under somebody's post saying some shit, I promise you, they're trying to cover up bad behavior.
here is
So
my plan. My plan is to get you, Sin, and maybe Des in the call,
oh God, yeah, let's
and
go.
you three would just do whatever you do.
Oh, we got that.
and then
Absolutely.
and then wherever the case is, because like I said, I've had my battles with said person. He says, quote, the bear wants to wear my skin. I think those were his words.
Did he really say that? Did he really
Yeah,
say that? Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
I don't think you'd like honestly between the two of you, I don't know if you'd be able to like I think his skin is too much
You know, he
for
said,
you.
wow, okay.
There's a bit too much skin for you to wear on that one. So you might have to get resized a little bit just to fit you, for the record.
Well,
But
I wanted to be him.
no.
That I'm
Dude, if
desperate
you
to be.
wanted to be him, are you serious? I would not be your friend. I'm sorry. No offense. But if you wanted to be him, I would not be friends with you. So, for the record, I
Wow,
hope
that really makes me feel better. Thank you so much, Cal. I feel
you
so
are so
loved.
very welcome, Huggy. I mean,
But
I
it,
know that go ahead,
but
sorry.
but like I said, even without my success with the clips, you know what I have? I'm happy. I'm happy with my community. I'm happy with the people I've met. I'm happy with the collaborations I make. I'm happy. Happy. That thing that people wish they could be at times, I am.
That's
Here
good.
on YouTube.
Absolutely. And I'm more than happy to help you continue to make sure your community is, a good, happy, healthy one.
Oh yeah,
Um,
speaking of which,
yeah.
she's also Discord god of my Discord. So like if you guys have tomfoolery, like I'm giving her the okay to, unless it's one of the regulars, they'll get a warning. But if you do bad behavior, it's a no go. We
Oh
still have to.
God, yeah. Like I am pretty reasonable for the most part, but when it comes down to it, I do have a limit, and I know when you guys are acting up, so you better watch
We
out.
still have to fix this thing where like you join the Discord, you automatically get added. Like it's a whole fucking thing back in the day. But yes, like I said, when I don't hate nobody, I don't hate nobody. But like when you're telling me that, I wish I was you, and like I'm jealous, and I'm your test from God, all this sort of stuff. I'm like, it's not that serious. I'm just trying to
No, it's
help
not.
you. I'm just trying to be helpful and stuff. But
No,
when
you're
that day
good.
does come, when you and the ladies are so sick, it's fucked for this person. When up
Oh, we
once
are
it,
all so sick of this person, but yeah, we do have to match up our schedules because we're all very busy ladies, but I think that we would have a blast tearing that one to pieces. So,
there is one
um,
other person to make it a four.
well,
We
no, I will be more than happy to represent that person anonymously, so that way that
okay,
person can still have peace in their life because they deserve it. Period.
of
Um,
course, and
yeah, and that's what I'm
we
trying to get
adore
across
that
to
person.
Dave is that maybe Dave should stop trying to be a white knight when he's still a fucking piece of shit underneath that
Oh,
armor
you
that he's
said the
trying to don.
name. You said the.
Oh no, I said
Oh,
the name.
oh no.
Oh no. Am I cursed now? Oh no, wait. That's right. I'm the one that sent a demon over to his house. He was having technical difficulties for like fucking months straight. That was hilarious. No, I'm joking. I didn't do that, but I was trying to make him
No,
believe I
we
did.
don't
That was
believe in
hilarious.
satanic rituals here in the Huggy Show.
No, but
We
the fact that
we
he is
don't
so
believe in the
superstitious has got
supernatural
me.
brigading, but like I
Yeah,
said,
Dave, the shit that goes bump in the night over at your house when nobody else is awake but you, that's my fault. There you go. You can blame me for that. I'm haunting your equipment. Every time you have a camera fail, every time you have a mic fail, it's me. It's me going, fuck you, shut up. Nobody wants to hear about it. You're just whining. Stop whining. All right. But I do need to go. All right. So you have fun. You guys have a great night. Love
bye,
you all to
buddy.
pieces.
Thank you so
But yeah,
much.
no problem. I figured I'd at least pop up since it's been a while. So,
I appreciate it. Bye. With that
but
being
yeah, y'all take care. Fuck Dave. Dave Colt. Anyway, bye guys.
bye. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was a great way to end the show. Um, I'll be in my Discord till midnight EST. So if anyone wants to say hi to me or talk to me after the show, you can. By the way, thank you to RBF for the $10 spot. You're a hero in my books as always. Remember super chat, super things, super everything. Memberships. Like if not for nothing, you got cute bear emote whenever you come on the show. So look, yay, look at Kia having a beautiful bear. Don't you want the bear too? But with that being said, guys, hope everyone has a great day. Stay safe and